How you been, man?
Oh, I've been great, man. Life is really good right now, you know.
It's great to see you, bro.
Yeah, it's good to see you, too. You look good.
Hey, man, I'm trying to maintain out here, man. I see you all around. You come back with a venture. You hadn't really been gone. What do you feel like you've been focusing on? Family?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is that, you know, with a little closer. Yeah, with 4 kids at home, you know, and I love being a dad. And I have the opportunity these last couple of years to do the Masked Singer show and
Which
take
was
the kids.
dope. Which
was
dope,
fun, you know,
yeah.
and we still doing that. And then taking the kids to school and just being a dad. And then I have time in the afternoons while they're at school to make music and working on an album. So I'm pretty much done with the new album. Very excited.
Okay.
And the album's going to drop around Valentine's Day 2025.
Nice.
And so we just released our first single, which is called I Know What to Do. And, you know, we back on it. Back on it.
You have always been a person who, I think, wears your heart on your sleeve.
Yes, definitely.
Like, when you going through something, we get it in the music. It's almost like how Mary J. Blige does when people say, I want Mary to be sad again because we get a different kind of music. But with you, I mean, you done Love After War. You made a whole entire album dedicated to people. What is the motivation of this project? Because it's not out yet.
Yeah, you know, the motivation of this project is about home and the fact that my parents got divorced at a very young age. I mean, when I was very young, around 7 years old, and that I've been trying to replace that or to get that feeling back, you know, my whole life, and that's why I've had 4 kids, and so I'm working on taking care of them and not losing that family, you know, that I lost when I was a kid, not recreating that cycle.
Right. Do you feel like because of that, because, I mean, my parents got divorced, man, I wasn't even 2.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what it was like to grow up with a 2-parent household.
Interesting.
With your kids and your situation, do you feel like, man, I want to make sure that I'm at the baseball games, I'm at the soccer, I'm up in the stands so they can know that I'm at the plays, I'm at the, you know, is that the motivation?
I don't miss
you
nothing.
Miss nothing?
Unless I have a show, which
Right.
they understand because I do everything else. So if Daddy's got a concert and I got to miss that ball game, you know, they'll understand because I took him to the practice, because I practiced with him in the yard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's really just about, you have to love the job. Just like any job you do, to do it well, you got to have some love for it.
Right.
I love being a dad, so it's not a job to me. It's what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And making music doesn't feel like a job to me because I love to make music. So at this point in my life right now, after everything I've been through and made many mistakes and learned from those mistakes, this is probably like a golden era of my life right now. I got a beautiful home, I got healthy kids, I got a wonderful woman, and I got new music, I got the TV show. So this is kind of everything I always dreamed of. You can always ask for more,
right?
But I'm kind of in that, having a little bit of everything I always wanted, and so that's just about being grateful to God and practicing gratitude every day.
We got Robin Thicke in the studio. We got more when we come back. It's Ryan Kevin Uncensored. It is Ryan Kevin Uncensored. Robin Thicke is in the studio, and we're just talking about life, man.
Yeah.
Life be lifing, Robin.
Life be lifing. But you were saying?
Yeah. So, how famous do your kids really realize you are? Or they be like, oh, there go Dad singing again.
Well, the younger ones don't quite get, the 6, 5, and about to be 4-year-old don't quite get it as much. They come to the show and they see the Masked Singer and they know that Dad, and when Daddy gets asked for pictures, you know, in the airports or whatever, but they don't really talk about it as much. But my 14-year-old son, obviously, he's fully aware of everything, and even his classmates, some of his friends and classmates follow me on Instagram now. So, you know, it's a different age group.
Yeah.
With my older son, you know,
Does
knows
he have
everything.
the thick gene?
He does. He can sing. He's been writing songs. He actually wrote a great song recently that I asked him if I could sing. You know, I was like, "Can I do a version of your song?" And he was like, "But that's my song, Dad." so he already has the talent, and he loves being on stage. He does all the musicals and all the plays at school, and he writes songs. And so he's really taken me and his mom, Paula.
Right.
He's like taken both of those routes and wants to do both.
How is it, you know, trying to co-parent?
And well, now it's easy. It's great. I mean, especially
Was
when
it
they
rough for a moment?
It was, because I think we all there's so many other emotions, and,
Right.
and it's hard to only focus on what's best for the kid when you're going through all those breakup emotions. But very quickly after that, for the last many years, has been no issues at all. And we she's a very devoted mother, and I'm a devoted father, and we both do our best.
So when you talk about, this project on Valentine's Day, is it going to be strictly a love? Come on, give me a little.
Yeah, I mean, most of it, and that's where I'm at right now. It's all about love. I mean, I got 4 kids that I love. I got, a woman that I love. I got a house I love. you know, and
a career outside of music too.
Yeah, so it's a lot of it is about love, but there's always that self exploration. Some of it's about being jealous at times. Some of it's about
you jealous.
Well, that's why, but it's a real emotion.
Yeah.
And
what makes you jealous?
I explored that emotion on one song, and it's actually was the first song that started to make the album. Once I had that song, I was like, okay, that's special. And that's coming from a very vulnerable place that I've never written before. Mm-hmm. So there's, what I always try to do is just explore myself, my feelings, what I'm going through. And then every once in a while, we just need to celebrate life. Like the last song that I just wrote when I felt like I probably already have the album I need, I wrote a new song that's like a wedding celebration, up-tempo kind of song.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm planning now. I'm planning a wedding. So I just wrote a song about a celebration at a wedding because that's what I'm focused on. So I write whatever I'm going through.
That's what I said. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Yeah. So we're both divorced, and we talk about the pomp and circumstances of the big wedding. Mm-hmm. Is everybody is 500-600 people?
No, we ain't doing that.
And you're like, what? No. Me, you, the right people. Is it going to be a destination?
I don't even like 500 or 600 people. No.
I don't even know that many people. That's too much salmon and chicken.
Too much salmon and chicken.
Too much salmon and chicken for one group.
I think the older we all get, the smaller our friends group get because they're more important. Those relationships are. Mm-hmm. So I've got a good couple hundred friends, and I think we might do like a Napa Valley kind of something. We like.
Well, you sure gonna have the grapes if you do it there.
Yeah, we want to have it. We want to have it all green and lush, wine for everybody. And so that's the kind of the plan right now.
All right, we got more Robin Thicke when we come back. It's Ryan Cameron Uncensored. We are back. It's Ryan Cameron Uncensored. Robin Thicke, good friend of the show. I played a drop for Robin.
I totally forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like you, and even if it was 10 years ago, you have always been a people person. You mean stop when you start over and get?
No, I'm sorry. I'm good. You keep going. I just sip water in front.
You've always been a people person.
Yeah.
Your fans kind of can feel your energy, and they know exactly that you're going to always, stand up and be there for them. I never seen somebody like say, man, that Robin, boy, I met that Robin. He was a jerk.
Yeah, no, that's not my style. I had a great example. My father was so beloved. Shout out to Alan Thicke. Everywhere I go in the entertainment world, somebody comes up and says, hey, I worked with your father. He was the best, nicest guy, funniest guy. So I've never heard a bad word about him anywhere. So those are big shoes to follow.
So is that deliberate that you say, you should be happy that people are coming up to you, or is it a time when you're out with your family when they walk, I don't mean any harm.
Yeah,
I don't want to interrupt, Robin, but can I where's a boundary that you've set? Is it with your family?
At times, if I'm on the move with my family and I don't want to get stuck somewhere, I might be like, "Hey guys, not a good time." You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I usually about 95% of the time I'm taking the picture. You know what I mean? It's very rare. Like if I'm with my lady and we're walking through a place and I keep getting stopped and she has to stand there and wait for me to take pictures. I don't really love that for her.
Okay.
So I'll make sure that it's, hey guys, real quick, and then let's keep moving on, next time. But I love taking pictures with my, friends and fans and everybody. It's not a problem for me ever.
So in looking back in the whole discography and your life and all that, is there an album that you feel that's changed your outlook on a lot of things?
Yeah, obviously the second album, The Evolution of Robin Thicke. Yeah, the songs, I was going through a very tough time and a full makeover of my soul, at that moment, because I put so much into the first album and everyone said it was going to be this big success, and then it didn't sell a lot of records. It was a critical success, but didn't sell records. So I went through this very tough time, but the best songs, probably the best songwriting period of my life is when I wrote Angels and To the Sky and Lost Without You. And I went on this run of Can You Believe? It was all these songs about, my connection to God and believing in myself when it seems that there's no reason to believe, you know what I mean? And so those songs really resonate with me. Even now when I sing them, I've been through 15 years more of life experiences, but those songs still hit hard. They back. They feel like they still work today of how I feel about life.
How far do you go back? Do you go back to 2003? Because on my playlist, when I almost got a ticket today.
Really?
I promise I come in to When I Get You Alone.
Yeah, When I Get
You
Alone.
Do you still perform? Because that energy on that song is totally different than what
Well,
you're
when you
doing
see,
now.
Well, when you see the full show, we mix in that kind of energy on a few.
Okay, so you're
records,
still doing that.
And sometimes I do. Yeah, what I do is I create also band vamps where the live band will be doing a song, and then we'll kick into a vamp that's a whole other 2-minute jam song that has that kind of high energy. But yeah, that's one of my favorite records.
Yeah, so it all depends on the crowd when you walk out. I mean, some people have a set list and they come out there and the crowd's like this.
Yeah.
Do you move it around based on the energy in the room, or do you stick to the list?
I move it around.
Yeah.
I move it around. And we have it depends on like if I'm doing a show with Boys to Men, you know, I might slightly adjust, or if I'm doing a show for people, like I'm doing a charity, and I think that it's they might not know all my songs, I'll throw in more covers. Do you know what I mean? So we like to keep it up in the air. But sometimes when we're doing if we do a 15-city run, we'll stay fairly close to the script and just create some magic while we're up there.
Do you enjoy the live performing still?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't love touring. I
Right.
don't love being away from the family, and I don't love staying in hotels and being alone.
Right.
But that time on stage, it's actually, I have this joke where the only place that I don't have any problems is when I'm on stage. Everywhere else in my life, I got stuff
Got
to
99
deal with.
problems, but a stage ain't
Stage
one.
ain't one. Come on now, that's the new one. I got 99 problems, but a stage
stage ain't
So I
one.
joke that I leave my problems at the side of the stage.
Yeah.
When I go on stage, I have no problems, and then I pick them back up when I get on the stage. But yeah, it's actually a release now. When I first started performing, there'd be nerves, or if I hit a bad note, I'd be so hard on myself. Or if the drummer messed up, I'd be hard on him. And now it's just, it's like the release. It's the one. It's the one rare time I get to feel like Robin Thicke.
Yeah, man. Hey, we want to say, man, always great to see you. Bro.
Oh, it's always great to see you. man. Yeah.
You've been just a constant, and it's like you never left. And
Well,
I
it's nice.
can't wait until you. When's the album coming out?
The album's going to be right before Valentine's Day.
Do we have a
2025.
title yet?
I can't give away the title yet, just in case. But yeah,
Just in case, ladies and
right,
gentlemen.
Just in case.
Robin Thicke's new album's called
We called
Just
it.
in
We called
Case.
it.
Just got it. There you go.
Yeah, no, I just in case it changes, I don't like to give the album title up until we're closer. But yeah, I'm very excited. To be honest, I think this is some of my most focused work that I've done in a long time. So very, very happy.
Well, if you put us on the tour stop of the next 15 cities,
Always.
I'll be looking for
I'm
you.
always. I've already been here a couple times this year, so I think we'll be coming back in the spring probably. Yeah.
All right. Give it up for Robin Thicke, y'all.
One time.
One time.
One time.
Thank you, Ryan.